Good evening, everybody, and welcome to It's All Black and White TV. Man City 2, Newcastle United 0, instant reaction. If you do like what you see, please do smash that like. It really does help the channel up the search. So please do smash that like. It only takes 2 seconds. So if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash a subscribe. Free to do so, helps the channel grow. I'm on the way towards 1150 subscribers. Also, hitting the bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows. If you want to become members, 99p, do that by clicking the join button. And if you want to make a donation, do that in chat, clicking on the $sign, and all money is reinvested back into the channel. Okay. So tonight we played the FA Cup quarter-final against Man City, a reminder of the two teams. That is how we lined up tonight. Anthony Gordon in the squad, even though he had that injury scare. That was the team we went with. Man City put out this team. Another strong side from Man City. So, what do we think of this game? Well, first half, not great, was it? You know, there was glimpses from us in the first half, but we did a lot of defending. Man City really took that game to us in the first half. After 13 minutes, Bernardo Silva scores when the ball's deflected off Dan Burn and loops over Dubravka into the back of the net. And you're just thinking it's just one of those days now where Man City's just going to turn it on, isn't it? And then, you know, again, Bernardo Silva again. This time, his shot goes in off Botman. Botman sort of slicing it with his head. 2-0. They were 2-0 up. Isak has a chance. And Isak should have buried that. I'm sorry, but that should have been in the back of the net. Puts that in the back of the net. It's 2-1 at half time. And I think we have a chance. But Isak misses it. The keeper saves it. And to be honest with you, the keeper shouldn't have gotten anywhere near it because it should have been scored. So we were 2-0 down at half time. Not great at all. Not great. Second half, again, we just looked sluggish. We didn't look right. Man City just were passing the ball around as if it was a training session. Then we made the quadruple. Then we made quadruple change. We brought 4 players on, and then you're thinking, "Wow, okay, so we've made a change here, but not just one, but 4 changes." Rightly so, taking Joe Willock off. I thought he had a poor game. Dan Burn again, absolutely poor at left back. I'm sorry. If people don't like it, I'm sorry, but I'm going to be honest. You know, if I can't be honest, then what's the point in doing these shows? Dan Burn, I thought, was diabolical. I thought Cher was a red card waiting to happen. So, you know, he took off Anthony Gordon. I think that was more of a precaution so he doesn't get injured. You know, and we saw Longstaff go off, and we were like, thank God for that. Longstaff actually goes off during the game. You know, he doesn't actually stay on. I thought, in all honesty, we looked a bit better. Lewis Hall looked a lot sharper on the left, which I was surprised to see Lewis Hall come on. He's a bit of a mystery man at the minute, but he came on. Him and Almiron worked very well down the left together, and we saw a little bit of pace injected on that side. Murphy was still providing a few decent balls. Isak had another chance to score, and he didn't take it. Man City just passed the ball around. They didn't have to break sweat. Let's be honest, Man City, they didn't have to do an awful lot. They had chances ourselves. Martin Dubravka pulled off a couple of great saves in that game. But look, all in all, Man City won that game. You know, they dominated us in possession, shots on target, shots at goal. You know, but us, we just lacked. I don't know what we lacked. You know, did we lack heart? No, because we tried. We tried in that game, but we didn't try hard enough. Um, just disappointing. Just really, really disappointing. It seems like we've just limped out of the FA Cup. Look, we know Man City's a good ball playing side. We know that. We know they've got some great players in there. But I just wanted to see a little bit more from us. And, as I say, when them four players come on, it seemed to make the difference. Um, so yeah, it's it's not fantastic. We saw Botman go off with what looks like an injury. So that's another player injured now. Botman hasn't looked the same either, has he? So it's just it's as I say, it's just not great at all. It's not a happy night tonight, is it? Let's be honest. Um, but the stats, I mean, look, 72% possession of Man City had. They had 16 shots a goal, 5 on target. We had 2 shots a goal, 1 on target. That's poor. That's really poor from us, isn't it? Um, Obviously, Dubravka made 3 saves there, 1 save. As I say, if Dubravka doesn't make those 2 saves, that could have been 4-0. It would have been good night there and then. But Dubravka helped keep us in that game. Players coming off at the end, Bruno looked rather paid off. And who can blame Bruno being paid off? It was a shambolic performance. Wasn't happy with it. Eddie Howe's got a lot to sort out. He must be under a lot of pressure now, Eddie Howe. Even Guardiola says, if everybody saw that at the end, wow, why are you playing like that? Or you don't normally play like that. That just says it all, It looks like Eddie Howe was trying to keep everything compact, tight, and try and win the game, but it didn't work that way. A lot of questions need to be asked now. The questions will start to be asked. They've got to be, surely, Yes, I know we've had injuries, and if people say, "Oh, well, injuries," don't use injuries as an excuse, because at the end of the day, we've got a lot of these players back now. Now, look, we're out the FA Cup. Fair enough. We've got 10 games left in the Premier League. We've now got to focus on trying to get a European place. We are 3 points behind West Ham. Fulham have won tonight. They are now 2 points behind us. Now then, if we lose our game at home to West Ham after the international break, and if Fulham beat Sheffield United and Chelsea beat Burnley, we are in 12th place. Just let that sink in. We will be in 12th place. Not great, is it? Not great at all. Very disappointed with tonight's result. I really wanted us to get through in the Cup. It would have been nice to see us going back to Wembley in the semi-finals at least. But we ain't getting that chance now, As I say, Man City didn't have to break sweat. The only thing that they were wet with was the bloody rain that was coming down, As I say, yes, we know they're a good side, Man City, but at the end of the day, we went out of there on a wimp. Absolutely. Now, I normally do ratings on players, but I'll tell you what, there's only one man who stood out for us in that game tonight. There was a couple of decent performances from players, but there's one man in particular who stands out. And to say he's actually stood out, because if not, we would have lost that game by more. And that is Martin Dubravka. He played well tonight. He, a couple of saves he made. Stop them saves that he made. That Man City could have been well ahead if it wasn't for Dubravka. He kept us in the cup. We only needed to get that one goal back, and that would have been a different game because we would have seen a different Man City. Man City just passed that ball about for fun. So Martin Dubravka, for me, was the best player that Newcastle had on that pitch tonight. And that's shocking to say that your keeper was the best player. Bad performances all around from different players. But we're out the cup. We've got to accept that now. absolutely. And anyway, this is just a quick instant reaction. I'm not a happy man tonight. I don't think many Newcastle fans will be very happy tonight. But I will be back tomorrow with a review, so do catch me then. But if you have liked what you see, please do smash that like. It does help the channel. And if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe. And also hit that bell notification on future shows. So yes, we're not very happy fans tonight, but you know what? It hurts, but we have to move on. International break. Let's hope after the 2 weeks, after the warm weather training in Dubai, the guys come back and, you know, we get back to winning ways against West Ham, who will be a tough side, to be honest with you. But remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And until then, I will see you later. How are the lads?